Number 1 seed Iowa is on to the Final Four after beating number 3 LSU 94-87. Ice, this game had all the hype around it. It had all the eyes on it, and it delivered from start to finish in firepower and shot making and stars showing up, stepping up. Both teams were ready to play, but of all the stars, one star shined the brightest, and that was Caitlin Clark. She had a near triple-double of 41 points, 12 assists, 7 rebounds. She made 9 three-pointers in the game, and the game was actually tied up at 45 at halftime, but it felt like in that third quarter, she came out swinging. She exploded. What did you see in how she took over?
Man. It was such a treat to watch her 6 threes in the second half. And I really think that was the difference. The fact that she just decided to put the team on her back, like we've seen her do time and time again, and knock down threes from the outside. LSU did not have an answer for her defensively. I think they tried some things, some unorthodox things to do on her, but it did not make a difference. Really impressed, but honestly, not even surprised. I feel like this is Caitlin. Like, it's something in me said she's not going to allow what happened last year to happen this year. She's too much of a competitor and too good of a 3-point scorer to let that happen. And she dropped 41. It was like, I'm getting my team to the Final Four. Let's talk about it.
I want to come back to like the way she scores. You said those threes were the difference maker. I think it's also like the range of the threes, how far out they are. It's devastating. Or how she dribbles you in a circle. Poor Haley Van Lith running around trying to chase her. Or after you've all keyed in on her, her hitting that nice bounce pass to a teammate. Or her kicking the ball up the court for pace and runouts. It's devastating to the other team. I'm curious, were you surprised that Haley Van Lith was kept on her defensively throughout the game? I know that was a big talking point for a lot of people watching.
Yeah, absolutely. I think on any great scorer, you have to mix up matchups with them. And I just felt like they should have mixed up her matchup. I think Flau'jae Johnson should have been someone who is athletic, who has tenacity to defensively guard her. My thought is that Kim Mulkey was trying to save Flau'jae and trying not to maybe expend all of her energy guarding Caitlin so that Flau'jae could also score. But you're going home now. Like, you don't have any energy after this. They had to leave it all on the court. And I did feel like there should have been some different matchups given to Caitlin, or even just at some point, every ball screen, doubling her, getting the ball out of her hand, make her a passer, not a scorer. I just felt like LSU didn't have enough defensive schemes for Caitlin Clark, a player that they've seen before and beat before. Should have been better.
Right. She certainly demands that kind of attention. And, Haley Van Lith really was left on an island. One thing I will say for Flau'jae, she did have foul trouble in that second half. She had the 3 fouls, and that was something that had to be navigated as well. But hey, like LSU brought it, especially to start the game. It was Angel Reese who was on fire in that first quarter. She finished the game with a 17-point, mind-blowing 20-rebound double-double, 3 blocks as well. But she had an ankle injury that was suffered early in that second quarter, and it really seemed to impact her. She started the game shooting 6 for 8 from the field, so hot. But then she finished 1 for 13 the rest of the way. I mean, how important or disastrous really might that injury have been?
Yeah, I think disastrous is actually the perfect word. I mean, I think momentum is such a thing that you want behind you in March. It felt like Angel Reese and LSU had the momentum at that point when she was shooting from such a high clip. And then to get that injury, to go 1 of 13, to not score as much as she normally does, she wasn't really a focal point for them offensively down the stretch. I just think it hurts when you have the SEC Player of the Year that is just not connecting in the second half and scoring buckets.
Yeah, and some more reasons for Iowa as well. Teammates, players stepped up. Kate Martin, 21 points for the Hawkeyes. Sydney Falter, 16 points. When the brackets came out, they said Iowa's got the toughest path to the Final Four. Well, they advanced. They're going. This is Iowa's 3rd Final Four, their 2nd in a row. Tonight marked Caitlin Clark's 13th 40-point game, and she broke the record for the most career 3-pointers in women's D1 history. Additionally, her 9 total threes tonight ties the NCAA tournament record. Whew, she put in work.